TS6000. About to fire up another run. This will be number 3. It's just the beginning. Just a closer look at the light before I get it all turned on. Epistar diodes. Meanwhile drivers. For now, I'm going to keep these on the light. I will be moving them though. What's nice about these ones is I think when I unscrew, looks like there's a few screws, but I'll be able to take this plate off and keep the drivers on them. It's pretty sick. We'll see here soon. Actually, I won't be able to unless I modify it, because that's where the hooks go. So if I do take them off, I'll have to put something on these, which I might do. Just put something where I can hook these to, which probably be like plumber strap, which is like a flat metal with holes in it. I should be able to do that with a little washer and a little screw right there. Should work out good. There's 2 boards. There's a lot of power that this thing puts out. It's pretty intense light. I'll be running it probably about 22 to 24 inches down to, it's always 18 to 20. It's typically the final flower spot that they'll come down to, right around there. So these ones are a little different. Up here they have the plug, which is pretty nice. So one thing I did like how these detach right here with the shorter cord. Like the SP250s don't have that. It's just a cord from the power supplies all the way to the outlet. So just doing a little, I just tied these up here. These are the cords. They give you a lot of cord too. So you can relocate this pretty well without having to splice and do all the crazy stuff I had to do with the SP250s. The extensions, I had to take apart the fittings and put in an extension cord and all that. This one, I'm not sure how long these are. Maybe it looks like about 6 feet or so. So you should be able to just take the drivers off. Can extend them out outside or whatever, which helps for cooling. They do get warm like any power supply. It's gonna get warm, especially when you crank them up. I keep them about factory settings, anywhere from 50 to 75%. Don't need to push them any harder. Want your lights to last. They put out more than enough light for that. Gonna be doing the scrog like always. This one is held on by ratchet straps. This one's not attached to the poles. Kind of free floating. All this is for is not scrogging the plants. This is strictly for bud support. When I run 2, that's what I do. Is usually the bottom one will do for supporting the plants, or scrogging the plants, and then the top one's for cola support, so you don't have the lean overs, heavy colas and stuff. This is basically getting rid of all the yo-yos and crap like that, and you never know. I've grown the same plants over and over again, and there's some that just have heavy colas, and then towards the end of flower, a week or 2 to the end, they'll fall over. But that's where I use the scrog nets. This also lets me know, especially in the tent, with the room, it's a little bit easier. You got a lot more height. But in a tent, we all know that the height is critical as far as what you have to play with. So the net is pretty much my that's my do not go any higher. It's really, especially when you have multiple plants, this really could tell you. You set it to where you want your plants, or you can set it low to where when your plants touch it, you want to flower, and you can raise it up to accommodate for the stretch and cola support. So these are just easy ways. That's why this one I have set up on ratchets, because I want to be able to move it real easy, versus if I strapped it to the poles, it'd be a little bit harder to move. So all this is made out of is just a aluminum angle. Just drill the holes in it. You have the same scrog nuts as far as the plastic inserts as I have up in the rooms. And this is just a C-channel here in the middle. That's what makes the groove for the fall in. You drill the hole, holds it in. Real simple. But nets are cool. Chef 420 joined the Scrog life. We'll see how he likes it, but for tents and stuff, it's real nice when you start using it as far as your height limits and things like that. You'll be a lot more consistent and not have the oh shit moments where the plants are too close to the light, because that's the biggest thing. If you get on these lights, these really good powered or power lights and all that, the newer technology is a lot better. I mean, before you could probably put like the reflectors and those, you can probably get them down to like 18 inches, 16, about 16. It's the lowest, but even then it can start bleaching, which is burning. LEDs tend to bleach versus like HPS would burn them, so they would turn like super white. Like bleaching, that's the LEDs. But there it is there. We're gonna fire it up soon. I have to go get the kiddie pool for my tray, because I don't want individual water trays all over. That's the other thing with a tent. If you want to spend the money and get a 4x4 or 5x5 flood tray, that's cool. I'm just going to use I think it's a 56-inch kiddie pool. Just going to slide right in here. It'll be more than enough, because I don't have to have the plants all the way in the corner. So I think they cost like 15 bucks versus a flood tray is going to cost you $50 or up easy. So I got to go get that and then start grabbing the plants that'll be in here, which most likely probably going to be autos, to be honest with you. We'll see. I'm not quite sure yet. But we'll get this fired up and going. It's the Mars ES3000. It draws about 450 watts from the wall. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm gone.